Hello, beautiful Aries. It's wonderful to be with you again. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. I am thrilled to be here. There's an amazing reading that has come out for you, and I want to welcome all my new subscribers. A lot of folks finding Moonrise channel recently, so I'm very thrilled about that. Welcome to you all, and to all the returning subscribers. Of course, I'm thrilled that you're here because my God just said, because you butter my bread. And what that means is, it's like you're the wings, you know, the wind beneath my wings, that thing. So they're running with it, and they're talking about, you know, the days between when I first started on YouTube. So I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary in a couple of months. So it's a very exciting moment for me, and there are all kinds of new things coming. Aries, there's a very mystical reading coming out, and I'm finding it true for all the signs in this moment. My guides are talking about in this moment. So all the links to reach me are below. You can get to my website. You can book a reading. The special COVID-19 reading is still in force. Special pricing, really dirt cheap. So go check it out. I'm in the process of planning a number of online sessions and classes and things, so I'll make an announcement about that. 2 of them will be meditation types of classes, and we're going to do some things with manifesting and bringing your soul identity to the surface and living the soul infused life and things like that. So for this month, we're queuing it up for you, Aries. Look at that. The moon and crow, which is a very mystical type of energy. So we just came past the new moon in Cancer. It was a beautiful moment of continuing to release, and we see some of that in your reading. And we're coming up on the full moon in Aquarius on the 3rd of August. So we are in this very mystical moment in between those 2 things. And then as August comes fully into itself and we get past the full moon, mystical shift and change is happening, and we will step out on that when those 2 events are done. You're going to feel it, and many of us are feeling it already. So Crow, as an oracle card, is about the mystical laws of the universe. And the story of Crow is that it pecks at its shadow, the shadow side of you that's trying to wake up. And it pecks and pecks and pecks and pecks until the shadow does wake up. And when the shadow wakes up, it consumes Crow. And the current form of Crow falls away, becomes dead Crow, according to the legend. Because the new form of Crow that has awakened is much more powerful and much more mystical. And it's happening, these events are happening on these moon cycles. So there's a lot of implication for your love life as well, just so you know. My guides lately have been telling me they want me to do something called heart and soul reading. So I'm going to start shifting in that direction. So there. That part of you that is awakening, it's going to have a higher order of capacity and a higher order of experience in the realm of love. And we're talking about love for the planet, love for our destiny that we are all here working on so diligently with our energy set point. And of course, we're talking about your personal life. So the first card that's out after those oracle cards came out, look what happened. That is the moon card. In this mystical deck, the Celtic Wisdom Tarot, this is the Imaginer of Harmony, Major Arcana, massive energy, something very important. And actually what's happening right now is my third eye is cracking open. I'm feeling a lot of pressure, so you may have some of that going on in your life. We've just come past the first eclipse season of 2020. It was really intense. We had 3 eclipses just right in a row. My guides are saying bang, bang, bang. Like it was intense. And then we came through this new moon in Cancer. It was a little bit of a rocky day. It's because things are changing. So in this month of August, the most important thing you can do is allow yourself to imagine harmony in your own life. And you have the capacity, because of your radiant energy, to hop on that little boat, put your hands on the oars, and the boat will mystically carry you to any destination into which you can imagine harmony, or You can go out into the shimmering universe by using the Piscean energy that's available because of the moon, which happens to be in Aquarius. A very new mystical beginning for you, Aries, with your radiant energy. So there's a lot of chatter coming through, but if you would like to use your radiant energy to go out into the shimmering universe, represented here in this place by Piscean energy, the ocean is the reflection of the universe here on this earth. That's what my guides talk about. It's all of these things that we see and experience. They are allegories to help us reflect upon the universe, the place where we came from as starseed, cords of energy, quantum pieces of energy incarnated into human form. So this is a very powerful month, and that's the theme of the reading. The energy, my guides are using the word encapsulated, the energy that is encapsulated as you, for you, in this month coming forward of August, that's the Ace of Cups. My guides are whispering. Just like that. They're saying, it's the Ace of Cups. There you are. Literally using this energy to manifest what you want. You have the capacity to do it. And I love the fact that we're starting with this. The guides are confirming with this. And we see all the radiant energy that's coming. That is the goddess Semius. She is known as the enchantress. She chants her wishes, her desires upon the sacred cauldron of the great Dagda, so that what is meant to come forward can arise, and it sits on the shimmering ocean that reflects the shimmering universe. This is a once-in-a-lifetime moment, I think. The readings that have been coming out have been extraordinary this month. We're walking through a timeline, I believe. So it is a month when you can take up your radiant energy and use it in this way in order to bring forward your sacred destiny and the sacred destiny of all of humanity, because we are walking forward toward the end of the year. So this full moon, this new moon, full moon, new moon cycle, thank you, Spirit, that we're going to experience in August is really going to shift something for us in a very, very important way. So make sure to do the work you need to do to end whatever cycle is meant to end for you, and it's showing up in the cards, I'll show you, and then also be working on manifesting your dreams. What is it that will bring forward harmony in all the ways you can imagine it in every aspect of your life? And no matter where you are in the world, no matter your stripe, understand that you have the capacity to perform these exercises, my guides are saying, this month. So the first card on the human realm, what are you going to experience? You're going to experience yourself, beautiful Aries. Radiant energy, the radiant energy of the sun, which has everything to do with Uranus and, well, my guides are saying uranium. It's a type of energy that I carry. It's part of the way my clairvoyance comes through to me. It's a certain particular type of vision and ability to illuminate, and many of you probably do have the similar types of experiences that I had. So you've been through quite a bit. This is a very powerful major arcana card. In this deck, it is known as the protector of sacred lore, ancient lore. You see destiny's turning. There's the ancient chalk drawing at Epona. If you don't know what that is, go to the web and look it up. But you've shifted in such a way that you are standing in the full light of the sun with your abundance, and you're marked. You know, you've kind of been tattooed by your journey. So here's what's next. It's kind of giving me a shiver. Look at that. Exactly the words I just said. So this new moon came forward. And when this new moon came forward, what happened was you touched the stone of your destiny, because you've been in process for months. Go look at June. Go look at July if you haven't seen them. So you see the new moon. There's the new moon in Cancer. A portal opened. And the energy came through. It illuminated the stone of destiny. That's the representation of the Leah veil, which is the place that coronations took place in the ancient days of the mystical Isle of Ireland. And so it's the place where destiny arrives. And you have to go to this place. It's on the Hill of Tara. It's an amazing place. Go and Google it if you haven't been there. It's a prophecy. This card actually is the Ace of Pentacles, the hand of the universe coming directly through to you. And because it's a prophecy, what it means is, it's in this deck, yes, we're talking about earthly matters, because you're here, we are here. I'm an Aries rising. We are here upon the earth. And some kind of activation is happening. It's extremely clear to me. So when this information came through on the new moon in Cancer, it moved us all forward. We are taking the water element, the idea of love and universal consciousness, and we are taking it into ourselves now because we have Gemini in the North Node. It's everywhere on the planet. If you look back at how the nodal axis has shifted, you'll understand the deeper meaning of these types of ideas. So there is some awakening that has begun on the new moon because you were involved in this anyway, and a lot of you have probably been feeling the process of looking deep inside and trying to reach the next station of your development. So the prophecy is coming true. The moment is now. Spiritual activation and self-actualization. That's you in this month. It's astounding on your human life, in that which can be seen, my guides are saying. So following that comes the full moon. Some of you are going to be having a lot of balance with a love partner. Some of you, it may be a family member. There's some type, this is the Two of Cups. So all the twos in every deck, essentially it's about balance. So when it comes to lovers, we see them in the traditional tarot pouring into each other's cup to bring balance and alchemy into the relationship. So this is coming to you. Some of you, it will be a love relationship. You might be meeting your soulmate sometime in the next 6 months. And the process has begun that prepares you for this incredible moment, because those folks who are meeting these types of partners, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a love partner, please keep your vision very wide about this. Something magnificent is happening. Truly. Look at that. So keep your eyes open. Keep your heart open. Keep your mind open. Keep your third eye open. This is about Merlin and his sister. Merlin was actually in a state of profound healing and transformation. She built him this tower so that he could have many windows, many perspectives to look out into the world from, and many ways to enter and leave from this dwelling place that would be illuminated, a river of knowledge coming forward about love energy on the full moon in order to help him transform and come into his healing. And if you look closely, you'll understand they're sitting there just sort of communicating telepathically while the light of illumination flows to them from the full moon. So, my goodness, here's what's interesting about your reading, Gemini. Look at that. That's the very next card. That's the bridge card. My guides call it the bridge card. It's the energy that ties your human destiny to your soul intention. That's the Eight of Cups. What could be happening? Beautiful Aries. You're leaving something behind, and you are walking away from that which does not serve you toward your destiny. And the impulse is coming because the energy is so intense. So you may be developing as a person. You may be developing yourself and your availability within the partnership. Some of you, clearly, you're going to be leaving a relationship because something new has come forward. And please do it with as much respect and dignity and love for the person who you may be leaving behind as much as humanly possible, because your partnerships and your soulmates and your quantum partners, their primary purpose is to help you develop by providing their energy to you and walking you to the gateway of the next part of your development. That's it. They're not really, you know, we have all these human constructs. They're not really here to promise to be there and make you happy forever. And my guys are talking about marriage vows. All that stuff that we say. No, 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 no. That's just human construct. Look deeper now, because something amazing is unfolding. You are literally having an awakening. So check it out. Here's how it is. Oh, it's this way. On the table. So we have you in full illumination and awakening. That awakening causes you to release yourself from that which does not serve you and walk forward into your destiny. And where you're walking forward to is into your soul intention. That's why I'm feeling what I'm feeling and why the reading is has the tone that it has. It may be the partner that you have that stimulates you on a quantum physics type of way, spectral signature frequencies, things like that. That's why people think they found their twin flame. Really what you found is the quantum strings of energy that cause you to resonate and vibrate in order to stimulate you to have this process. That's what a quantum partner is for in reality, my guides are saying. They're using Latin for something. They're saying in toto, things like that. So something's happening. Some of you might be walking away from this because, you know, maybe it's done. For some of you, it's something new coming forward. You'll have to tell me. And my guys are talking about, you know, it depends on, I'm a Virgo with Aries rising. The Aries part of me carries the radiant energy in a way that's very, very strong. And it contributes greatly to my ability and for clairvoyance. Each of us experience these things in a different way, depending on the spectral signature that we have. You know, what's your rising sign? What's your moon sign? Where does Cancer and Scorpio and the water signs, where are they in your chart? Take a look and start informing yourself if you haven't. So you'll begin to understand, my guides are saying, the slow process of understanding yourself as a braided cord of energy that has a place to literally connect into the universe. And so in these days, there's that connection is being used to download something for you and to stimulate shift and change. I want you to be hyper aware of it because you're going to feel it. I have clarity about that. So you're going to walk away from something. That's the Devil card. So 8 of Cups and the Devil. This is on a soul level. So what's happening as you walk forward and Dead Crow awakens because something's been pecking and pecking and pecking. You've been feeling an irritation or a desire or an impulse, something. And when that finally happens and the awakening happens, as the full moon comes on, there's the end of the beginning phase of a cycle, and then you will rocket forward. We're all going through it. Go look at some of the other readings, just out of curiosity, if you want to see what's happening this month. So in this deck, the Devil card is the great god of the Druids. It is Cernunnos, who sits in the world with the notion of snake shedding its skin. He is the antlered god. He's a stag god of the forest, representing Capricorn, as this card does. So we're talking about you being here on the earth in these moments, in this moment when we have Pluto and Capricorn shredding form and creating this great forest fire in order to stimulate the coming forward of the new seeds of the new structure that we're going to create all together. So each of us doing our part by honing our energy and having our awakenings, many of us through partnerships, because the time is it's a time for that's coming forward, and we see it happening in society as well. So my guides are chattering in the background about all the ways, when I say relationship, what that means. And again, think widely. We here are facing our fears. That's what's going on. So there's Cernunnos, a piece of human jewelry in one hand, and the sacred representation of shedding skin in the other hand. Sitting in this blue color, which indicates transformation, sitting upon the earth. You see the growth happening around? So the Devil card in this deck is the Challenger of Will. And if you look at the traditional Devil card, you see a man and a woman chained together. And, you know, supposedly in hell, etc. And you see this horrific image of the devil. That is the Christianized version of the devil that was created. And my guides are tired. They always talk about, like, for political domination, using religion, etc., etc. And no offense to anybody, it's just human history. If you look deep enough, you'll find these things, okay? So what happens is that those people think they're stuck. And they are not stuck at all. There's plenty of room for them to just reach down and throw that shackle off. And the way you throw off the shackle of the things that might be binding you or keeping you from moving forward is to release your fears. A challenge to your sacred will, because this is on the soul level. You came here to have a challenge, to challenge yourself on a one by one. Just see the soul facing and releasing the fears. That's what's going on. While you are here upon the earth, that's literally what this card is about. So another sort of massive just chill and shiver and third eye pressure going on here about this story. And you're going to be successful. You came here to have this journey, and you queued it up the way you did because the progression of it matters. Here's the very next card. Look, that's the Ten of Cups. That's you discovering yourself as the love entity that you express through your vibrant, radiant energy of the sun, because you're a fire sign, Aries. And it's all about Uranus. And so here's the other thing my guides are talking about. We live in the days now where we have Uranus, the radiant energy of the sun, the awakener, stationed for the next 6.5 years or something in Taurus, the bull, stubborn as all get out and charging forward all at the same time. It's a very intense moment, and we're all feeling it. I don't know about you, but I've been a little tired lately just because of the energy. So there you are. You are literally going to release these fears. You're going to challenge yourself. That's what the crow is all about. It's happening because of the moon cycles that are coming forward, all the eclipses, and all of the energy that comes through on the cycles of the moon, particularly the new moon and the full moon. And when you succeed, because you are going to succeed, the very next thing that happens is on a soul level, you're going to rediscover yourself. You know that thing about crow, and you pick at its own shadow until the shadow wakes up. And then this part falls away, and what's left is this. Wow, Aries. My goodness. Ten of Cups. It's a quest that you're on. The quest of art. Remember that salmon? Look. Oh, I'm getting choked up. So, you know, what happens is when I get to the point where it's how my guides communicate with me, is there a lot of energy that comes in through my back. That's how I experience it. At the level of the heart chakra, and then my heart chakra begins to burst open and feel very illuminated and full, and then my human response happens, and I get choked up, and tears come to my eyes and things like that, right? And the third eye cracks open. So that's what's going on right now. They're letting me know, yeah, you're hitting the nail on the head with this message. So I'm communicating that with you so that you will know. Whew, astounding. You see how happy you're going to be when you discover yourself and your capacity to love and your capacity to share that river of energy and knowledge with another human being, with all human beings in some sense, because we're talking about self-discovery, spiritual activation, self-actualization. And so it's a natural progression. I just want to show you something that's really fabulous and remind everybody that I always post a picture of the full spread on the community tab. Just go to the home page on my my YouTube channel, rather, and you'll find it there. But so look, that's what's going on. Human realm, okay, activation, something new starting, you are literally manifesting this. It is literally why you came here, is to have this moment. And now 2020 is here, and all the chaos and, you know, all the storms. My guides last year we're talking about, you know, it's coming, this big, it's giant, and we didn't know yet how big it was going to be. But, oh my God, the way we're all being cracked open, right? You volunteered to come here so that your energy could assist the turning. My guides are calling it the great turning here upon the earth. So, you know, namaste and thank you to everybody who's here intent on doing that work. And so if you're here standing on the planet and you end up on a channel like this, it's far outside the normal, you know, is your boyfriend coming back kind of reading, we're talking about your heart, chakra, and your soul. And yes, it affects your love relationships, doesn't it? But know that you are here in order to take part in this. You are a light worker. Don't ever doubt it. Don't ever doubt yourself. Focus on your frequency. Focus on waking yourself up as much as possible to the reality of yourself as a soul traveler here for a particular type of service and growth experience. Ooh, my God, that's the final card on the line of your soul this month, August. That's the Emperor. To see the sacred strategy that you are going to be accomplishing and putting right in the center of your being. Look at all the growth. See the berries? And there's the great Dagda. Remember at the beginning you were chanting upon the sacred cauldron of the great Dagda in order to bring forward destiny and harmony. My guides often talk about this card as related to Venus. You know, love, beauty, harmony, you know, all the things that are possible here on this earth, all the things that you carry encoded within you, they are being awakened now. And people talk a lot about DNA codes and things like that. And yes, indeed, you're going to bring that to an awakening point, and it's going to be the central strategy with which you do your life. So they're called the Keeper of Harmony. So what a beautiful way. My guides are saying, what a beautiful way that you have chosen to engage with your own awakening. And look, Queen of Swords, Queen of Battle, the sacred Morrigan. She is your guide into the mystical realm. That is the outcome of this reading. So if you had any doubts, you can put them down now. You're going deep out into the shimmering universe. So one of the things that transpired as a result of this 12-week meditation that the people have been encouraging me to do, to offer private sessions, because literally what we do is travel out into the shimmering universe. It's a type of astral travel, and we use, I don't know if you can see that instrument back there? That is a tambura. It's a sacred instrument, many eons, to raise up the tonal frequency that helps your brain waves change so that you can connect right in. My guides are talking about the cable that plugs right into the universe. That's what we do. So if you have an interest in that kind of a session, go to the website, send me an email. I haven't added it to the website yet. I'm still thinking it through. You're going. Look at that. Dressed in as the Crow Shamaness. There's somebody who's walking into your life that's going to assist you. And it may be, my guides are talking about you. So it's you and you. Clearly for some of you, it's a sacred partnership. It may be a sacred partnership with yourself, you know, the yin-yang, the male-female. It may be with groups of people that you encounter because the world is changing and you're diving in deeper into universal consciousness. You're going to meet somebody there. When you do this, you're going to have a meeting, definitely with the Queen of Swords, who brings to you two things: a massive amount of clarity, the strength and ability to step forward and do what needs to be done, and the quantum ability. She is a shapeshifter, actually. Thank you, Spirit. I just got a poke. I got a reminder. She's a shapeshifter. So that's part of the verbiage that will help you relate to the message that's coming through. So I'm going to pick from the bag of runes for you, beautiful Aries, and ask my guides to send forward one more piece of information that's going to help us all understand. Spirit, what is it that we could know, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to read this from the book for you because I want you to hear the actual words rather than my explanation, okay? This is a very important moment. It's about coming into a very particular type of spiritual breakthrough. Wow. Okay, so this is Dagaz. It's about breakthrough, transformation, and daylight. And I love that the rune itself looks like a butterfly. So this is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift or a breakthrough in the process of self-change. A 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. And because the timing is right, the outcome is assured. Although from this present vantage point, it is not predictable. We still have 6 months of travel and learning and opening to transition through, because we're talking about moon cycles, and all the full moons carry forward for 6 months. So I think we're at, my guys were saying it in the beginning, a new place of beginnings so that we can finish that which no longer serves us and move forward into our destiny, while we are stimulated to release our fears so that that thing that we're manifesting and working and desiring comes forward. And it's you. Definitely. I love this. Reaching a point of mastery over your domain, so to speak, the Emperor. Okay? So, in each life there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely therefore on radical trust. Even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. That's what Crow is here about. Thank you, Spirit. They want me to hold it up. Oops, pardon me. Right? Whew. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. Queen of Battle. I love this. Thank you, Spirit, so much. If Dagaz is in your reading, the magnitude of transformation may be so great as to portend a symbolic death and the successful conclusion to your passage. A major period of achievement and prosperity are often ushered in by this rune. The darkness is behind you and the daylight has come. Thank you, Spirit. Look. Wow. Nevertheless, you are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or to behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation. It is most important that you undertake to do it joyfully. So, beautiful Aries, you beautiful beings of radiant energy, I'm so thankful that you are here with all of us as we all struggle in all the ways we do to come out of the chrysalis now. That's part of what 2020 is about, and to stand in the full light of your radiant energy. Literally transformed. That's why we see this gentleman tattooed. There's ancient wisdom being revealed to you about yourself, and it's going to come through on the cycles of the moon. Many of you are going to be stimulated by another person, whether it's a love partnership or not, keep your eyes and your awareness and your understanding wide open, okay? My guides are talking about, it could be your dog. It could be, any other sentient being that brings to you this mystical experience that you're literally going to have. So Aries, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Please write to